Actually, 5 minutes from now, I was just told by one of the staff members that they're going to be pulling out of here between 4 and 5 minutes from now, so the clock is ticking. But of course, it's been a year since the rail service has been reestablished along the Gulf Coast. Of course, Hurricane Katrina damaged those lines, but now here we are a year later, and the Amtrak Mardi Gras service line has already welcomed and moved 150,000 passengers. That's a lot of folks going back and forth between New Orleans and Mobile, and a real testament to the importance of this type of rail service. With us now is Mark from Amtrak to kind of explain the importance of how we kind of got here.
It was a long, hard pull. It was 20 years of a gap in service between New Orleans and Mobile. But this train's running at 150,000, 100,000 just in this year, and this year's not over yet. And one of the reasons is we're selling local products. Here's community coffee, right? We have local beer, we have local food, we have moon pies. I didn't know when I took this job that moon pies were invented in Mobile, but they are. And that's part of the fun of this train and the great people who work on it.
What's it like to see the excitement on people's faces whenever they board these trains and also get off at these different stops?
Go anyplace else and see if people are smiling when they get in their car, get on any other mode. They're smiling here because they know they're going to have a good time, and they know they're not on I-10. Two good things.
And it's an easy commute, 3.5, almost 4 hours between here to Mobile?
I was just down here a couple of weeks ago. I was on I-10 for less than 10 minutes before a truck threw up a stone and cracked the windshield of my rental car. Now they gave me a convertible to replace it, so I guess that was okay, but that's how bad driving can be. And you can be productive, you can relax, you can have fun, you can drink all kinds of beverages locally, including hurricanes, here on our train. So it's just a better way to go for a lot of time, for a lot of people. That's why we want to bring more service here. That's why we're talking to DOTD about service from Baton Rouge to here. Maybe this train would start in Baton Rouge in the morning, stop here and keep going. Or the Mobile train would go on to Baton Rouge. That's the kind of thing we're talking about. And of course, our regular service, that train over there is going to be passing through Atlanta tonight. My train from Chicago will come in this afternoon. There's plenty of better ways than I-55 and I-10. Just go to Amtrak.com and take a look.
What are some of the services that people or amenities that folks can get on these trains? Because there are different levels and different things you can opt in for.
This train has two kinds of service on it. Business class with 2-in-1 big seats. But our seats in coach are pretty good too. You'd be hard pressed to find a coach seat in any other mode that's as comfortable as these. And of course, across the way, that train that's going overnight has sleeping cars and full dining car service with meals prepared aboard the train. Lots of better ways to get in and out, now in 4 directions from New Orleans.
You know, we interviewed a couple of ladies earlier. They met on the inaugural train ride. They came back to do this together because they developed this friendship. What's it like seeing that type of camaraderie and those relationships form on these trains?
It all goes to the people that are here and the people we have here who are working these trains. Everybody makes it a great experience. Our crews, both the train and engine crews and our onboard service people, and the customers themselves. People are out here to have a good time and to not have to drive. And we deliver that now twice a day for a year between here and Mobile.
In Saints games, now that we're in the season, that's going to be picking up times, right?
If you don't have your tickets now, tell your friends who are coming in and out on any of our routes to buy their tickets soon. We do not have enough cars to meet the demand. That's why it was so great last Friday when it was announced in a news conference out east that there's money coming to buy more cars. We need more cars. There's that much demand. Just like there's money coming to work on these 70-year-old platforms. Because of the success of this train, that's where good things happen. And off we go.
And here we go. All right, here you can see it. This is the Mardi Gras line pulling off from the station here at Union Passenger Terminal in downtown New Orleans, off to Mobile, making stops along the Mississippi Gulf Coast as well. There'll be people getting off in places like Pascagoula, Bay St. Louis, Gulfport. So we don't have an exact number of passengers who are on this in particular, but according to Amtrak, there are about 400 passengers daily who take this line. It is twice a day going back and forth, delivering folks between New Orleans and Mobile. So lots more to come here from Amtrak, and I'll toss it back to you guys in the studio.